empower future generations by living your legacy through your actions, your stories, and your lasting principles. We have a lifetime to touch hearts, to pay it forward, to make a difference, and to transform generations by living our legacy. What is a lifetime? There is no magical number. The dash between your birth date and your death date, that is your lifetime, and that is your legacy. So what is a legacy? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, the English definition defines it as something that is part of your history or something that remains earlier in time. Time. I want you to say to yourself the age that you are right now. Notice I said to yourself, because if I asked you to share with your neighbor, you probably wouldn't. But the age that you are, the question that I have for you is, what have you done? What are you doing? And what will you do to live your legacy? I like to share 3 individuals with you that have impacted the world and transformed generations by them living their legacy. The first individual, James Valvano, affectionately known as Jimmy V. Now, Jimmy V's abilities were not limited to the basketball court or his leadership, but beyond the court, he had a personal battle, and that was with cancer. But whenever he came up against adversity, he relied on his lasting principles. Harbor momentum, passionately chase after your dreams and your goals, embrace every challenge with confidence. You see, Jimmy took his personal battle with cancer, and he had a lasting legacy by forming the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer, ensuring that future generations would have better odds against the disease. He showed us that we too can transform generations, and long after we're gone, we can touch countless lives. But the motto that he left, who can say it? Don't give up. Don't ever give up. The second individual, Oprah Winfrey. Oh, I know we all know her. But adversity was her constant companion. From the depths of poverty, through her challenged youth, from the radio to the TV newsroom, Oprah found not just a job, but she found her assignment, her passion, her purpose, the Oprah Winfrey Show. Now, this was not just another ordinary show. She gave voice to the voiceless. She transformed generations by creating what? The Oprah Winfrey Leadership School for Girls in South Africa, giving them an opportunity to have a world-class education. Now, Oprah is living her legacy, and it is monumental. She has crossed barriers, genders, social economics. She has shown us that when compassion and tenacity comes together, you can overcome any challenge. Her charitable organization also transforms generations and touches countless of lives. She is living her legacy. The third individual, a girl, a young girl, 8th of 12 children, growing up as a coal miner's daughter in West Virginia, surrounded by mountains of influence, yet labeled poor by society. Oh, she knew there was something bigger in life. So in middle school, she began journaling her goals in her diary or on pieces of paper and placing them in her Bible. But over time, these scribbles, they became her reality, showing her that society does not dictate your success, but she did on her terms and her God-given abilities. That girl is me, Maxine Pearl Phillips, the one that they said would never be successful in college, the one that they said that could not walk the halls of academia and make it through. But I stand here to share with you not 1 degree, but 2 degrees with honor, certifications, and also having received a presidential award from the United States President for my volunteer service. Now, all this was done while being a wife, a mother, a community leader, an executive, and doing countless hours of volunteering. So see, you have to decide how to live your life. When life throws you a curveball, can you continue to live your legacy? Well, that's what happened to me in February 2010 when I was brought into the office, and they told me that the office was closing, but my executive position was being eliminated by year end. Now, here I am at the age of 55. But you know what? I got up the next morning. I kissed my husband as usual, and I left for work. But only this time, I was leaving to go out of state to close another office. But see, nothing can compare you when life throws you. You have to be steadfast in your faith. My daughter calls me on a Thursday morning at 9 o'clock. She said, "Mom, Daddy is gone." You see, my husband died unexpectedly in our home while I was away. Grief does not have a roadmap. So I had to rely on everything I had inside of me, my faith, in order to move forward, because I knew my children and my grandchildren, they needed me. I started telling my stories, my triumphs, my losses. I ended up finding out that I was helping other individuals to move through their losses. And I had to end up taking the concepts that my husband and I had put together for a business idea. And I took one step at a time until January of 2011, when I took a monumental step of faith and I became president and CEO. Now, those are not just titles. I want you to understand that that was a tribute to my husband and to our legacy together, because I wanted to make sure that his ideas were embedded in the company's DNA so that his legacy could continue to live. I say to you that it's time. We don't know when our lifetime will end. So that's why it's important that you live your legacy now. Don't wait till tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. It's time for you to breathe life and allow your legacy to breathe life into others. It is also time for you to understand that life is more than just the number of days that you live, but it's the impact that you make while you are living. So now I encourage you to take a pledge within yourself and say, I am going to live my legacy and I am going to start living it now. So write about it, share it with others, mentor, work in the community, give back. Now is the time to do it. You have the power to live your legacy. Thank you.